Hi, I'm Deanna Sittner, and this is my biggest challenge video. So I would say that throughout this course, probably while I was actually trying to complete my master's, the biggest challenge for me has simply been trying to manage taking these classes, doing all the assignments, and still teaching and running my own home and things like that. But aside from that being probably my main challenge, I would say that what I would consider now to be my biggest challenge going forward is really simply just to stay on top of everything that's coming up and that's new. I find that as soon as I kind of got to the point where this became a position that I was doing at my school, it automatically seems as though once you take a technology position, everybody really kind of thinks that you immediately have all the answers to all their technology questions, and that is very not true. So I found that my biggest challenge really is learning how to let people know that I do not have the answer to their question sometimes, but I will certainly find out. And that is something that I'm becoming pretty adept at, is letting them know that I will look for it and I will do my best to get back to them quickly. And that's kind of what I've started to do. I now research and hunt and go about finding whatever it is I need to help them out. And then I utilize that information not only to help me learn, but to help them as well. So that's been something challenging that I'm working on, but just constantly trying to stay up with all of the new things. Sometimes things change faster. For example, in some of the Google programs, I may have used Google Classroom a couple years ago, and now there might be so many new things. And sometimes even if I've used something and felt like I was pretty adept at it, I can still have people that have used it in a slightly different way or done something just differently than I would have done it. And it comes with a different result. And so then they may have questions, and it's just difficult sometimes to stay up with all the current information. Some of the ISTE standards that I would say relate to my challenge would be ISTE Educator 1C, and that pretty much is just staying current with research that supports improved student learning outcomes, including findings from the learning sciences. So this is really where I struggle and where I'm going to put a lot of my focus on trying to stay current. In my position now as a tech teacher at my school, I also feel kind of just an automatic responsibility to help be a leader for technology here in our district. So I would also say the ISTE standards relating to ISTE Educator 2, which is leader, really A, B, and C would all be ones that would apply in this shaping and advancing and accelerating shared vision, advocating for equitable access, and then modeling for colleagues the identification, exploration, evaluation, curation, and adoption of new digital resources. These are all things that I feel like I am kind of now maybe really need to step into that role, as that's not something that our district really has. And as everyone is now trying to work really hard to take our one-to-one Chromebooks and really put those to good use in the classroom, they're really needing that support and that help from someone. So I really want to be able to help out with that and fill that role. So some of the solutions I guess I would have is, and honestly I've listened to some of the other folks talking about this, and really just trying to sign up for different blogs and information. I see the things that pop into my inbox, really just kind of taking a little bit of time each day to look at something. I try to pick one thing each day if possible to kind of research, check out, kind of see how something works. It just kind of makes me stay current. Also really just going out and seeing what folks here in my school are using and trying to stay current with the things that they are familiar with really seems to help me as well. As they come up with things and they troubleshoot, it helps me learn things as well, and then I can pass that on to others. So these are probably some of the things that I am working on and that I would say are my biggest challenge. But I have very much enjoyed the entire program and have really learned a lot and feel much more confident than I ever would have going in. So I appreciate everything that I learned, and I think that I now have the confidence to tackle this biggest challenge. So good luck, everyone.